Hey, what's up you guys? This is Junior Trader, and in this video, let's take a look at Nvidia stock and let's identify going in this coming week, whether it be the day trade, swing trade, or whatnot, what type of trades are possible, what is the overall price action strength or weakness telling us. And by the end of this video, we'll have full clarity on what type of trades are better suited to make the most money. So let's jump right into it. But before that, I also want to let you know, none of this is any financial advice and is only for education purposes. Please do your own thing. I'm just sharing my opinion here. Now, yes, on the daily interval, right now I'm on the daily interval, but I want to start off with actually the weekly interval because I want to show you a couple of things there. So let's go to the weekly interval first. And yeah, so I pointed out this last week that when Nvidia opened up this week, it was negative. So let's turn on the structures. What do I mean by negative? So it was in the red structure. So it was very important to see how this week would close, right? So if it would have closed red, meaning below the blue box, and my tools marks these structures automatically for you, then we would have been in a deeper trouble. However, Nvidia was able to close above as green, well, first of all, in a green structure, able to hold the previous demand zone, previous supply zones when it turned here into the breakout zone, which turned into the demand zones. And Nvidia was able to hold that as well this particular week, this last week, I mean to say. So that's a good sign. But are we out of the trouble? And so for that, now let's get to the daily interval, because on the daily interval, we are just rebounding though. All right, so let's turn on the tools here. I'm on the passive mode, and unfortunately we are still red. Okay, so definitely it's a save on the weekly interval, but are we do we, yes, we rebounded, we got saved on the weekly interval, but has the strength confirmed us on the daily interval that we are in a really good uptrend? Not there yet. But however, on the hourly interval, this rebound as it's continuing, it has a lot of potential of keeping it still bullish. So we'll get to the hourly interval. I'll talk about it throughout this video. The hourly interval is where a lot of important stuff is at. Now, so yeah, so we are hourly interval. Just want to show you real quick that direction wise, though I like to use 4 hours for the direction wise, but for day trades or intraday trades, we have had both side of plays on this day after day. So last day was like bullish play, and the day prior was a negative day. That's why you are seeing these structures already marked by my tools. And well, let's go to the 5 minutes as well real quick. And like for example, this particular day we were bullish. So you can see as I turn on my tools structure, you can see we were bullish really nicely. And the day prior we were negative in the structure. Yes, some rebound came at some important levels with that blue box that I mentioned, and but only until the cloud. But that was the previous day thing. So, but anyways, the reason I'm showing you this is to show you that a day when we are doing a pullback, day trade, yes, that's a short play that particular day, but on the hourly interval, right, technically that's just a pullback because we are still holding a directional trend line. We are still holding that $132 level on the weekly interval, the bullish area of the demand. And now let's get to the 4 hours interval, is because that's where we are, oh sorry, direction wise, let's turn on the structures again. Direction wise, we were bullish. So what we were watching for is when the pullback is completing itself. And how do we confirm that the pullback is completing itself? So 4 hours is giving us the direction, and then hourly interval is telling us that, okay, this is the pullback happening, which means day trade, it's a short play that day. This is where structure turned green after finding early signs came on the 5 minutes interval, right? We started to see that that bounce happening on the 5 minutes interval at that very level, right? And then thereafter we held that level, stayed above the cloud the next day, remained bullish on the 5 minutes for the day trading, and also hourly interval confirmed us that we turned bullish in the green structure there. You can see that. I have my tools turned on, so just so you know. And while keeping at the same time 4 hours direction wise remaining bullish and holding all those trend line and everything. So this all tells us that day trade for this last particular day and how to identify the pullbacks, where the pullbacks are completing itself, what are the important those levels to watch. So now you get my point, right? Like this is how to identify the profitable trades to take, what is the price action telling us. So the tools helps in making all these decisions. So yeah, I just wanted to point that out because we'll be using these quite a lot throughout this video as I explain you the things. And so on the daily interval, as I mentioned, that we are though still rebounding, right? It's a save on the weekly interval. On the daily interval, it's just a rebound, but on the hourly and 4 hours interval are confirming already that there is a continuation of an uptrend. Now, we are not far away from turning structure full on bullish on daily interval as well. My tools will give in real time that alert when that comes. And if you need access to my tools, links are in the description below. There's also a mystery discount ongoing, but details are in the description of this video. Now, so what from here? So since we are on hourly interval bullish, there is this level of $136.15 area. As long as we still hold above it, all right, through the pullbacks or whatnot. Now, I gave you the scenarios of pullbacks, right? I just showed you example. For this very reason, for the point that I'm making here is that as long as $136.15 we hold above the trend line, technically that's just going to be a pullback and we are still in the bullish structure. And as we continue to break out above 138.73, strength will roll over onto the daily interval as well. And we will continue to remain bullish. So definitely weekly level is a save already for the bulls. Daily interval is rebounding, waiting for the final confirmation, which will come from once hourly interval has confirmed us more strength. And as long as $136 level hold, we are still in the overall ongoing bullish direction at the intraday level. And yes, daily interval, that will be a rebound. Rebound in means to the uptrend, right? But in the not the strengthful structure, right? And then definitely as we continue more strength, daily interval will turn eventually bullish. We're just waiting for that confirmation, which my tools will take care automatically for you. So the bias remains as long as we are above 136.15. Overall bias remains to the upside, uptrend. Sure, if you are day trading and you are scalping as well, there is a little bit of a scalp short play, 137.45 below area down to somewhere here. But since we are still in the ongoing directional uptrend, I would suggest to only look uptrend, let the pullback happens, and when the level holds, this 136.15, as now you know, when I showed you, now I'm on the 4 hours interval because I want to tell you the direction is bullish, right? I just want to emphasize that, right? And let me actually do something here. Let me actually hide the cloud for a second so that I can just show you the 4 hour structure here. So since direction wise we are bullish, so that's what we need to be watching here for the uptrend. Now, as I showed you in the earlier section of this video, how you are making sure the pullback is completing itself using hourly interval. Like how do you know that, okay, direction we are uptrend, but if the pullback is ongoing, when do we know that the pullback is completed and we are good to go back up again? When? Well, 5 minutes and 1 hour interval, as I just explained you in the earlier section of the video, is what you are looking for. How the price action is the price action turning bullish at those important levels. And for that, if the pullback happens, this time you are watching for that $136 level, right? And when 5 minutes interval will start to turn bullish, there we get also eventually, as we want to get above the cloud on the lower time frame as well. And definitely hourly interval also needs to turn green if it's red there, but that would be the level you are watching, right? So things along these lines, the confirmations will pile up, right? So that's how you would know. Anyways, so now So as well, we just went over, definitely there's a breakout above 138 and 73 cents. That will just be a continuation of the breakout. And that since, look, we don't, so when we have a majority of the structure, when we have a clear strength or weakness in the price action overall, in this case overall we are still strengthful on Nvidia, so technically it's better for us that we look for the uptrend. That's pretty much how, I would suggest that when the overall structure is confirming one direction, you should look for the trades in that direction and leave the trades which are in the the uh, contradictory direction. So for in this case, the scalp short, as I just talked about, sure, 137 and 50 cents below is a short scalp only until this level, but that would be that. So that's a stressful play, right? Because you don't know how much even that short would come, because since overall structure right now is still in that directional uptrend, right? So, and that's why you can do whatever you want, but I would suggest to look for the trades which are confirming the overall direction. Now, definitely, if we lose, now this is a bear case also I want to talk about, because it's all about the price action, and as long as price action and structure is holding in that given direction for us. However, if we lose 136 and 14 cents, definitely hourly interval, it won't be a well, 136 and 16 cents with the trend line. If we lose both of this, then it won't be a day trade long play, right? This will result in an hourly interval weakness as well, and it will also result in the daily interval weakness. So no longer we are in that strengthful uptrend play, and then you can at least start to look for the day trade or intraday short, right? Which would be not just the next day. It will take it 2 days before we even do that. So the better play on the short will come if the weakness comes below 136. That will take 2 days at least. Right. So coming back to the daily interval here, guys, take Nvidia right now more in the overall. There's still strength in Nvidia stock, but at the now I want to actually get to the point until where can this strength continue once we get bullish, let's say. So let's say we get bullish and we, overall day trade, sorry, daily interval strength also starts to come, and we continue, let's say, all great happy stuff, continue higher. Don't forget this supply zone. Okay, sure, if we continue to gain strength for next week, we can continue higher, but I do expect things to a little bit starts to slow down here, and then we'll have to watch the price action here, what it does again. This is a very strong supply zone, so don't negate it. All right, this will react when the first time, if price gets up there, it will still react there, right? And anyhow, as if we lose any time this 133 area, 132 to 133 area, well, things are, gonna stay in the weakness then. So yeah. So technically this is the level 136 and 15 cents or 16 cents, the very level that is a transitioning level between, like, from the hourly interval for sure, where you can use it, but this is a transitioning level of strength to weakness and or remaining strengthful, right? So this level for this week is a defining level. Below this, we will start to lean more into the weakness, and above this will more remain in the strength zone. So that's that, and that's all I have for you guys in this for this video. If you found it helpful, valuable, please hit the like, subscribe. If you need access to my tools, links are in the description of this video. There's a mystery discount ongoing. This is all what you will get, and mystery discount is a mystery discount, which means with every different discount code, you would be seeing a different discount. So if you know, yes, the discount that you are seeing this time might not be there the next time. It will be different, right? So that's the whole surprise, right? So anyways, guys, I'll see you in my next videos. Take care. Bye.